Everyone was surprised by Snoop Dogg's friendship with famous housewife Martha Stewart. The odd couple has collaborated on a number of projects, including coverage of the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, for which they were awarded a Sports Emmy. The powerful pair is now prepared for a brand new, thrilling endeavor. To learn more about it, continue reading. Martha Stewart regained her position as a lifestyle guru after serving time in prison for insider trading. She was joined as a guest on The Martha Stewart Show by legendary rapper Snoop Dogg in 2008. Their encounter would result in a lifelong relationship and a permanent shift in both of their lives. Making mashed potatoes and teaching each other slang helped the unusual couple become friends. Future partnerships, such as their own cooking program, Martha and Snoop Dogg's potluck dinner, were facilitated by their unexpected compatibility. In addition to co-hosting the Puppy Bowl in 2021 and co-starring in TV commercials, Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg collaborated for the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris. She appeared on Netflix coverage of the Detroit Lions vs. Minnesota Vikings game on Christmas Day, during his wildly popular Snoop's holiday halftime party. The adored pair is now embarking on yet another unanticipated project. The strange yet charming friendship between Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart has led people to expect the unexpected. However, nobody anticipated their most recent action. According to The Guardian, the unlikely pair recently acquired a minority stake in Swansea FC, a Welsh soccer team. The most recent celebrities to become interested in soccer abroad are the musician and the lifestyle expert. Kelly and Mark host Live. ESPN cameras captured footage of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos purchasing an Italian soccer team in 2022 earlier this year. A minority owner of the Birmingham City Club is NFL legend Tom Brady. The Guardian reports that on Friday, December 19, Martha Stewart attended Swansea FC's championship match versus Wrexham. The welcoming mat for the new minority owners was posted on Swansea FC's official Instagram account. The club shared a picture of Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart holding up team jerseys with their names on the back on social media. "Welcome to the club at Martha Stewart. We're excited to have you on board," was the description for the photo. Fans' responses were not quite consistent. Some were unaware of Martha Stewart's identity. A few remarks made fun of her time in prison, including jokes that implied it was time to sell the soccer team's stock. However, a sizable portion of the fan base was thrilled to greet the new minority owners. It sounds like a punchline at first. A lifestyle magnate renowned for immaculate table settings, exacting recipes, and an almost legendary adherence to precision teams up with a rapper known for West Coast swagger, cannabis culture, and laid-back charisma. However, the outcome of Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart's collaboration was not clumsy, improvised, or short-lived. It was enchanted. None have endured or thrilled audiences quite like this one in a media landscape that is fixated on unlikely friendships. What started out as an odd connection gradually evolved into one of pop culture's most sincere, lucrative, and surprisingly healthy alliances. Why it works so well is the question now, not why they partnered. When worlds meet, Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg are from quite different cultural backgrounds. Hip-hop was defined by Snoop's unconcerned cool, street cred, and music, all of which helped him build his empire. Martha, on the other hand, became well known for teaching America how to roast the ideal chicken, fold napkins perfectly, and live a good thing through elegance and order. According to conventional marketing reasoning, their audiences were never intended to overlap. But reasoning isn't the only thing that moves culture. Curiosity drives it. There was a mixture of astonishment and fascination as these two made their first public appearance together. Irony was anticipated by those who tuned in. Instead, they discovered chemistry. The initial spark their collaboration did not begin with a well-thought-out branding plan. It began with a shared moment on TV, comfortable dialogue, respect for one another, and laughter that seemed spontaneous rather than staged. The direct honesty of Snoop didn't make Martha clutch her pearls. Martha's polish wasn't made fun of by Snoop. Rather, they embraced their differences and found that contrast produced balance rather than conflict. Their cooperation was built on such equilibrium. A realistic friendship authenticity is what sets Snoop and Martha apart from other celebrity couples. There is no sense of manufactured banter between them. They are not being nasty in their teasing. Audiences naturally trust the warmth that exists between them. Martha is referred to by Snoop as his homegirl. Martha commends Snoop for his ingenuity and intuition. Neither seeks to surpass the other. Their partnership feels relational in a time when many others feel transactional. Together, we are shattering stereotypes. Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart have each spent decades breaking stereotypes on their own. When combined, they completely destroy them. Snoop is a clever businessman, cultural historian, and media tycoon, but he is sometimes reduced to a stereotype of a rapper. Despite Martha's tenacity, rebirth, and hard-won return, she is occasionally depicted as inflexible or snobby. Together, they show how ridiculous those designations are. He is considerate. She's witty. He pays attention. She conducts experiments. Their collaboration serves as a reminder to viewers that individuals are more nuanced than the categories they are assigned. The influence of contrast, the visual and cultural mismatch between them is part of what makes their pairing so captivating. Snoop's easygoing stance next to Martha's composed demeanor. Her accuracy complemented his slang. Her clean lines contrasted with his gold chains. These components work well together rather than against one another. Classic duos, order and chaos, polish and grit, structure and flow, work for the same reason. They provide rhythm when combined. From innovation to establishment, what began as a novelty soon turned into a standard. Co-hosted ventures resulted from television appearances. Cooking parts developed into complete programs. After that, there were specials, commercials, and guest appearances. Audiences anticipated that the joke would get old at every round. It didn't. Rather, their relationship grew stronger. The sense of humor grew. Respect started to show. They were creating something, not just showing up together. Why viewers continue to watch seeing two people from quite different worlds truly enjoy each other's company is consoling. That happiness seems uncommon in a divided society. Snoop and Martha don't disagree about their identities. They don't make an effort to convert each other. They live together, open, interested, and amused. Aspirational, that is. Laughing is not the only reason people watch. They pay attention as the collaboration serves as a reminder that our differences need not separate us. They can occasionally add interest to life. Business and bond without a doubt, this collaboration is wise business. Martha and Snoop are both aware of audience engagement, longevity, and branding. When combined, they are able to reach populations that neither could on its own. However, the bond that underpins the business is what makes it successful. When chemistry is produced, viewers can sense it. This isn't the case. It is developed over time, molded by trust and respect for one another. They can work together without ego and make fun of one another without malice because of this trust. Cultural influence outside of the screen, their collaboration has subtly had a significant impact on pop culture. It made unanticipated friendships commonplace. It broke down borders of genre, age, and race. It demonstrated that respect is all that is needed for collaboration rather than sameness. Openness was subtly made cool by Snoop and Martha. They didn't give lectures. They had poor posture. They invited audiences to enjoy the mix by simply being themselves. Any stage of reinvention, Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg are two real-life examples of reinvention. From rapper to icon, from artist to businessman, Snoop has changed over the years. Following public defeats, Martha rebuilt her empire and came back stronger, wiser, and more self-aware. When taken as a whole, they demonstrate that reinvention does not entail losing your identity. It entails broadening your identity. Their collaboration aims to build layers rather than give up identity. Why odd pairing is effective? It is effective because it is truthful. Its whimsical nature makes it effective. Because neither of them is acting, it works. To conform to Martha's worldview, Snoop does not temper his edge. Martha doesn't compromise in order to satisfy Snoop. Curiosity and laughter bring them together in the center. Creativity flourishes in the midway ground. A guide for upcoming partnerships, their partnership seems clear in retrospect. However, it was dangerous at the time, and it was innovative for that reason. They had faith that the audience would grasp subtleties. They trusted one another to be completely present. They believed that genuineness would prevail over innovation. They were correct. However, moving forward even after all these years, Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart continue to be one of the most adored entertainment duos. It's not because they're stunning anymore, but rather because they are recognizable. They feel like unexpected buddies that you can't imagine being without from. Perhaps the true lesson of their collaboration is that the most significant relationships frequently emerge from the most unlikely locations. Not just a strange pairing, it is inaccurate to describe Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart as an odd pairing. More than a contrast, what they have created is a partnership based on delight, respect, and inquiry. They weren't only partners, they arrived. In the process, they established one of the most durable, charming, and unexpectedly significant friendships in pop culture. The ideal pairings aren't always found on paper.